Hello everyone, this is Kurt. Welcome back with another video. Today we're playing Wargame Red Dragon. We're going to start a new campaign, the Climb Mount Narodnaya campaign. This is a very hard campaign is what it's been termed. And while I love playing this game, well, first off, we're going to close Wargame chat because that's toxic. Anyway, I love this game. I've played it a lot, but I'm not great. So if you're watching this and your experience with this game, feel free to make fun of me and tell me all the things I did wrong. I'm going to try my best on this. I might fail this campaign, but that's part of the fun, is making mistakes and learning from them, especially when it's only a game. It's a lot of fun that way. Long and short of it, though, this campaign is a Soviet Union campaign. The Soviet Union invading Japan. They've got a little cutscene here that I will play for us. It takes place in 1984, so keep that in mind. This is not supposed to be the modern day. Let's dive right into it. After 4 decades of tension over the status of the Kuril Islands, diplomatic relationships between the USSR and Japan have sunk into an all-time low. When a joint U.S.-Japanese fleet sails too close to the Soviet naval base of Vladivostok, this inoffensive naval exercise triggers an unexpectedly violent reaction. While I said this is fictional, and it completely is, the Kuril Islands has been a major diplomatic issue for 80 years. Technically, Japan and Russia are still at war. They never made peace after World War II. So there's these islands that are north of Japan, and Japan claims to own them. Soviet Union occupied it. Now Russia claims to own it. They occupy it as well. And this is a potential flashpoint for future wars. So while it is fictional, the scenario is quite realistic in the sense that it could happen. And I just noticed this. They spelled Narodnaya completely differently here than they did in the first page. That's interesting. All right, so let's launch into the cutscene.
(1945 to 1975). Japan-Soviet relationships are poisoned by the Soviet occupation of the Kuril Islands. Hence, the two countries have not been able to ratify a formal peace treaty since the end of World War II. 1979 to 1980. The Soviet Union increases troops and naval assets in the Kuril area. Japan retaliates by hardening its stance towards the USSR and increasing its military spending. 1982. Japan allows the deployment of U.S. advanced F-16 bombers on its soil.
Advanced.
The USSR answers
I guess
by
at that point they
transferring
were.
SS-20 missiles from Europe. 1983. The Japanese Prime Minister declares his intent to turn Japan into an unsinkable aircraft carrier.
Them's fighting
The
words.
reply from the USSR is immediate. In an era of modern technology, unsinkable aircraft carriers do not exist.
Yikes.
November 1984. The joint U.S.-Japanese naval exercise Fleet X-85 in the Sea of Japan gets as close as 500 nautical miles from Vladivostok. The Soviet fleet is put on high alert. December 4th, 1984. Fleet X ends, but Soviet Navy intelligence and the Politburo are convinced that it was just a rehearsal for a real imminent strike. The green light is given for a preemptive strike on Japan and its U.S. naval bases. December 6th, 1984. When the coded message, "Climb Mount Narodnaya," is transmitted to Soviet forces, several airborne and naval infantry divisions are ready to strike Japan. At dawn, the first wave of Soviet paratroopers lands on Japan, while a mechanized thrust strikes from the Kuril Islands.
Ooh. Comrade, our amphibious and airborne operation in Japan is a success, and Tokyo is about to fall. Now it is up to you to secure our western flank. Roger that. Your aim is to protect Osaka whilst neutralizing at least 3 enemy airports. So it looks like we're deploying here. And then there's 5 of them. But beware, the Americans will launch a powerful counterattack in your sector. Colonel Borodin, carry on with the briefing. Oh, Colonel Vladimir Putin, they mean. Thank you, General. Our first wave is made up of parachute and marine infantry units supported by aircraft carrier Minsk. Our Marines can land in 4 sectors to the north and west. Then we will have to capture harbors and airports in order to route our heavy reinforcements. The Kuznetsov Naval Group will support us from the southeast. It can transport combat airplanes, offensive helicopters, and Marine or helicopter-borne infantry battalions. One last thing, comrade. Beware of the enemy pocket around Gobo Airport. Their counterattacks can threaten Osaka if you're not careful. So it sounds like we got to hold Osaka. You have 16 days to achieve your goals. To control at least 3 airports, even 4 or 5 if possible. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. Do not disappoint us. Yes, sir. Okay. So looking at the map here. We hold Osaka, that gives us 10 points. Do we get political points anywhere else on the map? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is going to be a lot more challenging than some of the other campaigns. Technically, the Second Korean War is the most difficult campaign. That's what the developer says. I find that campaign to be quite simple. I mean, given I've played that campaign probably a dozen times, so I've sort of narrowed down the most successful strategies. This one looks extremely difficult. So while in other campaigns it's a lot easier to accrue political points for reinforcements, there are a few spots that grant you significant political points. So we got to hold Osaka at all costs, so that's 10. But it looks like that's it. Like, we don't get points for this fictional location where there's an airfield. We don't get points for naval sector uniform. So now we have to be really strategic about what we already have and what we will gain. So we have a couple different ways we can approach this. There are currently 2 Marine regiments out here in the East Sea, and they're only a couple points of egress here. Naval Sector Hotel into Obama, and Naval Sector Gulf into Masuda. Which is sort of convenient because the airport they've placed here is in Totori. That's that can't be accessed. Now, just the first time I saw this campaign being played was with Raptor, another YouTuber, and he always complained that you couldn't conduct amphibious assaults anywhere you wanted, and he didn't understand why. Well, it has largely to do with 2 things: the infrastructure in place at the location you're invading, number 1, and number 2, the natural geography of the place you're invading. So I don't know a lot about Japanese geography, especially not the specifics, but it is very common for there to be certain sections of coastal areas that are just really inaccessible to a naval invasion, an amphibious invasion. So I'm assuming that here and here, the reason why those are places for amphibious assaults is because the beachhead maybe is lower to the ground, and perhaps there is some deep water ports there where once they've secured a beachhead they can bring in some larger transport ships and deploy their mechanized units that way. That would be my assumption. Like maybe the Japanese coast here is essentially a sheer cliff, and if that's the case, yeah, amphibious assaults will fail. And I also noticed there's some other things that I should note on the map. Tsuyama and Totori, there is a border there that you cannot pass between. So that must be maybe like a mountain range or something that cuts off one side or the other. And that is true of Japan. I do know enough about their geography to know that that is the case. There's a small pass between Masuda and Tsuyama, but you can't go between Tsuyama and Totori. And then same thing with Hiroshima and Masuda. So we're going to have to be careful there. That means that if we take Obama, we can get attacked on 2 fronts that are sort of mutually exclusive. And that could pose a problem. So we'll see how that all falls. But I'm also looking at Gobo here. They told us to be wary of the pocket of troops here. If we move these units into Obama, Osaka will be taken next turn by this pocket of Japanese. Looks like mostly training infantry. But still, they could take that and I'd lose the campaign immediately. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to go for Gobo first. And of course, we're going to bring out the Kuznetsov while we have the political points. Yep, helicopter-borne troops. Okay. Now, Kuznetsov is sort of flagship of the Soviet fleet. We should use helicopter-borne troops for inland assaults. Yep. Marines can land in Nankuku with air or ground support. Okay. Speaking of which, Nankuku is definitely a high priority target because of the political points associated with it. 15 more than doubles my 10. I don't get points for Gobo, for Totori, and I don't get points for Hiroshima, so that's something else to keep in mind. I'm going to move the Minsk up here, and I'm going to move this Marine group here and this Marine group here. I've got VDV and Spetsnaz. I am not going to use them yet. They will come in handy, though. I might use them in the invasion of Nankoku. Bring the Kuznetsov in here. But they said helicopters, right? I had helicopter forces. Oh, these are Marine forces. Okay. Oh, right here. Right in front of me. Let's see. This one has a lot of the helicopters. This one has the infantry. I'm thinking in this campaign, because there are units of armored armor here. Yeah, like, see, look at this. 32 and 24. Ton of units. They are cheap, so they're going to be swarming the battlefield. The infantry will be quickly outmatched by that. So I'm going to bring in the 319th Helicopter Regiment. This features Mi-24s, Vs, Ps, Ka-29 TBs, and Mi-24 VPs. Let's see, the Ps and the VPs have heat-seeking missiles. And the rocket pods are very helpful. And that's a very excellent scouting unit. So let's start with that. We'll bring that in. And then the tanks, we're going to keep the tanks here. Oh, we can't bring it. We can't move anything yet. Okay. Well, we're just going to sit tight then, I think. About aircraft. Can that reach? Whoa. Can I reach over here? No, it cannot. Okay. So we will just wait. Or will I spend these 5 points? A supply convoy, that might be helpful. Guards Tank Division, too expensive. So the only thing we could afford is the supply convoy, and I don't find the value in that yet. And we don't need that. So let's end turn. This should grant us some more points. They're moving aircraft around. We have naval supremacy in the Sea of Japan, but a South Korean squadron cast off this morning from Busan. It seems they want to play heroes. Make sure our troop transports are safe. Alright, well, I sincerely doubt that whatever they're bringing... Oh, yeah. 6 Hatsuyuki, 12 Chamsuri, 4 Donghae. Yeah, that's going to be pretty simple. We got 4 Sovrameni and 12 Nanushkas, Nanushka 3s. So I think we're okay there. Alright. Now the question is what to deploy next. We're going to rest and refit the independent tanks and move the guards' rifles in at Gobo. Major, we are in sight of the first objective. That looks like Vladimir Putin. We are in sight of the first objective. The airfield is intact but well defended. We are awaiting your orders to attack. Okay. Let's bring in the helicopters. Now we have 15 points here. Should we bring anything else in? Well, these guys are all airborne. The Guards Tank Division. There's an anti-tank battalion. MLRS convoy. What are these guys like? Pretty good. Anti-aircraft. There's some helicopters here. Do we have any? Yeah, we got the Biryusas. Those are very good. I think we might just save our points here. Save our points and wait and see. We do want to move into Obama, but I want to see how this assault goes. We should be roughly similar in terms of numbers. Oh, yikes. They've got the Q Marushiki, and that's their heaviest main battle tank. Oh, it's funny, it's 1992 is the year that's from, but we're playing a campaign in 84. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was a slip on the developer's part, or if they just try to make it harder. So they got the Rinsus. Those are going to be easy to deal with. Helicopters will be easy to deal with. Infantry, all of that will be easy to deal with. It's in a lot of numbers, but we should have it no problem. The one thing I'm concerned about is this group here. It makes me wonder if I should bring in anti-tank. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring in the Guards Tank Division, anti-tank battalion, and move it in. Just for a little extra support there. I'm not comfortable relying strictly on the helicopter forces. There we go. These Peter Conkers. These are really good. The BTR-70s aren't great. The BMP-2s are good. Oh, I didn't notice that. They have anti-tank missiles mounted on there. And then we've got these, the UAZs, the BRM-2. Okay, we're in good shape. Let's do it. Talking really fast. Sorry it's taking so long. The intro here is 16 minutes in. We're just starting our first battle. There's a lot to talk about and a lot to think about in this campaign. This may not be exciting, but military planning is often boring. Okay, is that our only? Oh no, here we go. I think I'm gonna put this guy here and move the UAZ up to here and get rid of this guy. These helicopter HQs are frequently problematic. So they're going to come down this road with those heavy tanks. I think anything we put over here, might as well say goodbye to. So that makes me wonder if it's even worth it to hold this capture position. With all this open ground here, it would be quite easy in the trees here to locate some anti-tank vehicles, and over here some of the Conkers. As they come through, hit them from these angles and then flank them with the helicopters. My goal here is really to take out as many of the heavy tanks as I can. It'd be nice to be able to go command hunting, but yeah, so I think I like that plan. Let's do that. So how many of these we want deployed? One here and one here. I'm thinking so too. And then we've got Monostrelki and 3 of those, I think. So 1, 2, and 3. Do I want any over here? I don't think it's necessary. Recon. We will want some recon, that's for sure. Excellent optics there. These are pretty pricey. What other vehicles do we have? We have... That's very cheap, and it's got a little bit of a punch. That's a lot of a punch, and it's a little more expensive. And this has the most punch. And it's cheaper than the BDRM-2. Why is that? Oh, BDRM-2 is armored. The Conkers is not. I will put a few of these out. I think they will become necessary. Sort of the last line of defense here. And then I'm going to put, because they're so cheap, I'll put 4 in the trees here. And maybe a couple of these guys are really cheap. I'm going to use these to take on the lightly armored troop transports. Now we have room for some helicopters. We want some with the laser guided. Autonomy. It's the same. What's the difference here? The weapons are exactly the same. I don't know if there is a difference. Yeah, they're exactly the same. That's strange. For some reason, those are more expensive. Alright, well, we'll bring out a couple to start. You know what, in hindsight, I think it might be worth it to hold on to this capture point, if only for those 2 extra morale points. So let's set this to very slow because we're going to have a lot of movements to do. Want these guys to move fast over here. But specifically, I want this guy here, and I want this guy here. And where's the other? I want that guy here. And the rest can go as they will. And let's bring up these 4 conquerors. Move them up here. Now they will get destroyed. But I don't really need them to stay alive. What's the range on these guys? What's the range on this gun? Can I see that? I can't. So I think I'm going to keep them hidden for now. Turn off their weapons and move him up here. Move these guys over here. And that's a good guy to have in reserve over here. So unload. Unload. Do these both have? No. The BTR 70. This guy doesn't have anything. I'm going to keep this guy in reserve here. Move that guy up. He's going to go here. He's going to go here. Keep those BMP2s in reserve because they're one of the rare instances in this game where having a transport is actually a valuable thing. Oh, you know what? I didn't have any anti-air come out. I might bring out just one. Yeah, I think that's good. This guy's gonna go there. This guy's gonna go here. Unload. Go over here. Unload. And go over here. So I'll sit back, and if anything shows up, I'll take some shots. There they go. There's the tanks. Man, these guys are scared. I knew this was going to happen. Okay, cool. Good, good. My initial instincts were right. Turn his weapons back on. Stop. They're not pushing anymore. We'd really like for them to go through the woods. Come out over here. Give us real clear shots. Both of those missed. I was at 80 political points, 160. There's a hit. Only took off 2 bars. Oh man. There we go, got him on the side. Gotta reload those already. Oh wow, those are doing work. They're dying very quickly. Too bad they're tow when they're not fire and forget. Let's see. We're gonna need some more helos. We're gonna take some losses, especially in this battle here. We don't really have an answer to these super heavy tanks. But I kept these guys over here now. Got him. And we really got some work done. That's good. I'm going to move these guys up here just to keep an eye on that road. I would not want to get flanked. These guys are almost recuperated. I guess I'll move them back here. I don't particularly like them being here, especially with those tanks on the prowl, but here we go. Oh, just the Nanashiki. Those tow helicopters are a pain. Where did that... Didn't I bring out? Must have gotten hit. Thought I brought out a Biryusa. That's annoying. These are slower. Oh. Those look like they're World War II era tanks. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh, gosh. No! I guess it's a small price to pay. Alright, now this is where these guys will kind of come in handy. So all they've got are these real weak Banana-san Shikis. And they have a couple of machine guns, an M2 Browning and an M60. Helicopters are really shiny here too. There we go. This'll help. There, these guys are opening up now. Let's bring in some logistics. Come in the woods. Alright, let's keep moving. See what we can find. I don't want these guys getting any closer than this road. What are these? Oh no. Okay, took care of those. We're gonna need some more helicopters. Yeah, I was concerned about this. There's a lot of helicopters there. They're just feeding them to me? KV-107s too. Ooh, 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 that's not good. Got a little damage, not as much as I'd like. They're coming this way? Probably trying to flank me. A little damage in. Not enough. Not even close. Alright. It might be time to bring out a couple of these. Just in case. Oh my. They're not even firing back. Oh, these guys can't. They just have tows. And they're just throwing away those guys. This is a good spot to come up before an ambush. I'm gonna go after them, I think. It's really annoying. Yeah, that's what's nice with the Soviet helicopters is they're armored, so they can take more punishment. They can't take, you know, they can't take many direct missiles, but they can take some small arms fire. So I'm gonna keep them over here for now. We're not really doing any damage to these units. We could really use, if we had some helicopters. Oh, these guys are nice and cheap. They can hold out. Oh yeah, we can hold out against that. It's over here. I'm at 26. Those are really expensive. Okay. They're just sitting there. 80mm rockets. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose this guy. I'm going to pull him back. So these guys are doing a little bit of work. Okay. Let's see what we can do from over here. Angle of cannon too high. Yes, I get it. What's the range on the rockets, though? They're thinking about it. Well, that's a waste. What else here? Got that for 90. Not really doing any damage. I think we need to go back. Got an RTB. Bring out a couple more, maybe? Need a few more morale points, though. These guys are empty. Really getting any damage in. Let's rearm and refuel here. Let's bring up the Conquers. See if we can start getting some shots. Alright, now we can bring in a couple more. Bring in these two, and we'll wait for the rest of these guys to be ready. Logistics. Bring in a couple trucks to supply the Conquers in the back. Right here. A little further away, in case they get hit. Since they're not moving, let's just pick up the pace, see if we can get refueled quickly. It's looking pretty good. We're not losing this battle, and that was my biggest concern, was that we would just straight up lose. Let's turn off all of our weapons, though. I want to get in a good position over here, and then come over the sides like that, and then if I can get them to panic, they'll come at us, and these guys will be waiting, ready to take a shot. They don't have range now. They don't have line of sight either. What's blocking the line of sight? Oh, I guess there's a little berm there. Okay. I'm going to put them all over here, and then we are going to make the most of this last 5 minutes. We can take out, I think there was 5. If we can take out those 5 tanks, we're going to be in good shape. Turn all the weapons back on, and let's attack. See what we can do. Some of these are, yep, those are trucks. Over here. Oh, there we go. Those explosions might help. Okay, yep, there's another one. This is good. This is working. We've taken no casualties in the helicopter so far. We've done a lot of damage. Have these guys back off. So at this point, we're going to be able to hit them with our cannons, but don't think there's the armor penetration that we're looking for there. They still do have a tank over here. We should be able to deal with it. Yep. Very good. Okay. I think we head back to the fob. He's going to have to move out of there. I just hope he presses his attack into... Our waiting anti-tank vehicles are very cheap anti-tank vehicles. It's literally a Jeep with a recoilless rifle. And this is a Jeep with a tow missile. Oh, no, they're headed the wrong way. Where are you going? Oh, here they come. They're turning. Still got a little bit of time. How close do they have to be? There. I might bring out another recon vehicle. I know it's basically over. Use all their supplies. Got 3 minutes left. I'd love to take out those last 3 tanks over here. Oh, dang nabbit. There's 2 more. Oh, so close on that guy. Why is it not? There we go. Oh, they're out of fuel. Oh my goodness, well that's even better. They panicked and they're out of fuel. Does that mean they can't turn? How is it that they can still turn? Anything? Come on. Come on. Stupid. Why are they doing that? They're not getting anywhere. Alright, let's take this. Let's move them up. We gotta get these kills. We got a minute. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Never mind. Alright, we still got quite a few kills. We didn't get where I wanted to go, but we really made it hurt. All the losses we've taken are replaceable, which is good. So it looks like all their helicopter-borne infantry are done. Still have quite a few here. They only have 5 of those heavy tanks left. That's very helpful. Okay, that's a good first start. Now Obama. I'm out of political. Oh right, yeah. I think for now we're gonna just end turn there. Oh, okay. They're pressing. They have no advantage to press, but okay. So in this case, I think we will stick with the helicopter. Just in case. These have a lot more utility. These don't. In terms of infantry, I would like a couple here of the Conquers. And we have plenty of these guys, so how about 3 of those? And then helicopters, of course. And then what else here? We need, that's too expensive. BRDM2 over here. A UAZ 469 over here. And a Biryusa? No, they don't have anything. Let's do these cheap boys. Let's go back to very slow. I want that guy. I don't want him first. Honestly, I kind of want to pull back because that's very exposed. This guy. We've got those filled. Alright, let's put this guy here. And then this guy right here. And then this guy right here. These guys right here along the road. And these guys right here. And we'll go very fast. See if we can get people. See if we can catch them here. There's not many tanks left. There's only those 5. If I can wipe them out, this is going to be a cakewalk. Wait for 110 to bring in the 24K. Give us some better vision of what's going on over here. This is getting to the point where I might start command hunting. Getting there. I don't know how many command units they have. I think with the points I've got here, I am going to bring in a couple trucks. Just because I know it's going to... Okay, so nothing still. Great. It's making me think I need to go command hunting, so let's do this. Oh, there we go. There's some movement. It's infantry fighting vehicles. Okay. Nothing interesting. See if I can spook it. Yep. Alright, where are you at, you rascal? Nope, not doing that right now, guy. Saving those missiles. Very valuable. In terms of helicopters, though, these are not. Would be perfect at these, taking out these Nanasan Shiki. some movement over here, but no command still. More Nanasan-shiki. Well, let's keep moving back. If we can't get this command, maybe we can get some of the ones back here. 2 more of these. Is that them over there? Yeah, it's probably an infantry unit. Alright, let's turn all the weapons back on and attack. Serious waste of resources, but... Oop, what was that? Here we go. Got it. Perfect. Don't need to worry about those guys. They're on foot. Oh, perfect. Tanks. Yikes. Alright. Well, we're not looking for the tanks. We're looking for their command units. Oh, man. What I wouldn't give for a bomb right there. That's so juicy. Let's go over here. Still nothing. You gotta, those are the kind of you gotta flank to get anywhere. There it is. Got it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's no, that's not. Yeah, we gotta move. There we go. Now we've taken those guys out. We RTB. We have one more. That guy should be heading back. If we're lucky, we can catch him on the return. And then that would be game. That's a total victory. So that makes me want to be a little more aggressive. Oh, what was that? Is that what I'm looking for? No, it's not. It's just a Nanasan-shiki. So I want them up here. Oh, Hachi. Yeah, right here. Quick. What is this? The tanks. Oh, whoa. Oh. We zigged when we should have zagged. There we go. They're out of fuel. They're running low on fuel. Let's get them back to the fob. And that's not the last command unit? Well, I'm confused. Alright, well, let's bring in MI6. What's he got? 300. Yep, bring him over here. Got to resupply the MI-24K. So, where is the other command unit then? That's annoying. Okay. What would happen were I to do this? Really like to take out those tanks. They're right up here somewhere. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Let's just stop. Are we already over here? Yep. Okay, let's do it. Okay, Elena. Alright, so let's see if we can make it back over there in time. We took out 3 commands, so this will be the 4th. I wonder how many they have at their disposal. It can't be many. Let's put them in a command group. I would like to avoid the tanks, turn off all of our weapons. So here, nothing interesting anyway. Looks like their infantry is just moving up very slowly. I'm not getting a lot here. There's those guys. I tried. They're worthless anyway. I'm not sure why I even bothered. We only got 5 minutes. Get him. Get him. It did nothing. Good. Good. Just what I like to see. Well, I guess it... Is he already out of fuel? Oh my gosh, man. Okay, got that command. Nope. Turn back off. Turn him on. Where is... Oh my gosh. How many do I have to take out? There we go. Okay, good. The only thing that's left is the infantry school regiment, and that's really disappointing because those helicopter-borne units always mess with you. Alright, so there's Gobo. That's our first airport. 2 new mechanized regiments are available for deployment. We can send them out from Harbor or from Osaka. Okay. So we have 10 points. Oh, nice catch, comrade. As soon as the runway is operational, I strongly recommend you to deploy your own aircraft. Got it. Non-Koku is looking like a pretty juicy target. So they got the MLRS there, but not many infantry. They've got the QTI? QTI? They're elite. They got the ninjas and the AH-1Ss. TOWs. Engineers and anti-aircraft. Gun tank. That's juicy. And these guys are still real healthy. But I am going to move into Obama. tanks, Obama. Now the question is, do I keep this infantry regiment here? And I think I do. Yak 141s as our anti-air. Take down the F1s quite handedly. Now with Kuznetsov, nothing in the 10s, only 20s. That's disappointing because I would have liked to get a couple here, shoot over there. So then the question, it begs the question then. Oh, I guess I could bring in the VDV and the Spetsnaz. That might be worth it. Well, that is a question for another video. So anyway, thanks for joining me with part 1 here of climbing Mount Narodnaya. If you liked what you saw, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell too. The notifications will let you know when I post a new video or I'm streaming, which I tend to do from time to time. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.